Okay. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great day. Okay. Hey, everyone. Hey, Devil and Enthusiastic, Cairo, Liberty City, Tommy, John Doe. Hey, everyone. How you guys doing? Okay, let's move the chair a little bit. Okay. I'm doing good, Liberty City. How you doing? Yeah, everything's fine with OBS. Buenos noches. Hello. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Pro, why don't you use God mode back against griefers? Because two wrongs don't make a right, and what happens is, let's say theoretically that I would use God mode, right? If I did that against griefers, the griefers would just upload a ton of videos on that and just accuse me of just, glitching and using exploits and a bunch of that stuff. So I don't cheat, I don't do that stuff. It doesn't matter if the griefers are doing it, I just tend to leave the lobby. If I see somebody, doing that crap, I just leave the lobby. I just don't, it's not even worth fighting them. It's just... Okay, let me help on converting here. Your short video was glitched out at the end. I know, man. It was, it did annoy me. Did I hear about the Iran leader being killed? Yeah, I knew this question was coming up. Yes, I did hear about that, and, my viewpoint on that is that I absolutely hate the Iranian dictatorship. The world's a better place without him, but at the same time is I don't want a war. So I don't want to get involved in Iran's affairs, I don't want a conflict, I don't want a war. I just want the country to focus on itself, the government to focus on the United States, that's it. I don't want to get involved in overseas conflicts, that's just my view on it. Will I play Battlefield Bad Company 1 and 2 one day? Yeah, I will, definitely. And Battlefield Bad Company 1 is a crime game, technically, it is. The characters you're playing as are, former prisoners, and they're trying to steal gold, even though they're soldiers, so yeah. I'll play it one day. I do have a Majima jacket. It'll be cool on the cosplay when I do it, yeah. Yeah, I can help you with that a little later, Pierston. Can you invite me on converting to the business, please? You're my favorite YouTuber, thank you. Yeah, I'll play the new Hitman Target. It's until the end of March, right? So I got time. Yes, my beginner guide for Reddit Online still works. Pat, did they manage to catch the guy who set off the fire alarm in your building? No, not that I know of. So for people wondering what that's about, last night at 4 o'clock in the morning, some idiot pulled the fire alarm in my apartment complex. And good thing I wasn't asleep. I usually go to sleep around that time, around 4 or 5 a.m. But good thing I wasn't asleep. And the fire alarm went off, and I just took my coat and went outside. It was like around 20 degrees outside, and a firefighter came by, and he said that that somebody had pulled the alarm. Now, to me, it was pretty obvious who did it. There was a bunch of college kids that have been in the apartment complex, and they have been causing tons of problems lately. They moved in within the last, half a year, and since they've been here, they just caused a ton of problems. But anyways, what happened is, I knew that these college kids did it, and I knew that they did it because what happened is, when they were down in the lobby, a bunch of people were down there, they were just saying, like, constantly, oh, somebody pulled the fire alarm, somebody pulled the fire alarm. Like, they were just repeating that constantly. Like, why would you repeat that constantly? Why would you say that? Like, they were laughing about it, too. And one thing that I noticed is that everybody else was in their pajamas. Like, they had their pajamas on, but they had their coat on. They had no pajamas on. None of that stuff. And so they didn't even have their coats on. So they did not expect to go outside. They didn't want to go outside. And so for me, it was pretty obvious that they did it. And when the police actually arrived, they got into their car and they drove away. So I don't know if they ended up getting caught later on or anything more than that, but to me it was pretty obvious they were the ones who pulled the fire alarm. But it's like, and the thing is, these are not even kids. These are guys that are in their 20s. And I'm like, my God, it's like, what the hell is wrong with you people? You're doing crap like this. Like, who the hell pulls the fire alarm? That's just that. Resident Evil 9 anytime soon? Maybe. I haven't played the other games. I think I should play them also. Agamal Majila? How do I pronounce your name? Agamal Majila? I'm sorry. I'm just having trouble pronouncing your name. Oh, Nitrix? Oh. Hello to Nitrix. Hey, Nitrix. How are you? When in U.S. history would you like to be a game? The American Civil War. Yeah, probably the American Civil War. We really don't have that many American Civil War games out there. Thank you, John Doe, and thank you, Mike's Monster Mania. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, I missed a turn. What is the last Resident Evil game I played? Operation Raccoon City. The last one I played. That was a long time ago. Will you add people now? Yes, after the stream today. Yes, I did see what happened in Iran. What are your thoughts on Iran attacking innocent nations across the Middle East in retaliation to the U.S. strike? Well, it doesn't surprise me. Iran is a brutal dictatorship. And a lot of the countries Iran hates, like Iran hates Saudi Arabia, Iran hates Jordan. They really don't like the UAE. I know that too. But yeah, Iran's a psychotic dictatorship. But I just don't want to get involved in overseas conflicts. That's just my view. Did you hear about that streamer who got arrested in South Korea for playing North Korean music in public? Guy was a total scumbag. What? Is that Johnny Somali guy? Is that him? Thank you, Silver Fox. No, I haven't played the new Elusive Target. Go. See if we can make this in time. I recently hit 100 million after not a year with 220 million of overall income. Is it a good? Yeah, with over 200 million dollars in the game, you can pretty much afford most stuff in this game. I wouldn't worry about going broke. The only way you could really go broke is if you literally buy every single car in this game and start customizing. That's the only really way you can go broke. But you have plenty enough for the next update. The next update was coming out June, July, so it's coming out what 3 months. You'll have plenty enough for that. They are attacking us, Kuwait now. I hear sirens and bombs, over 300 drones and 100 ballistic missiles total. Last 2 days, most intercepted on. I'm sorry that you're going through that, fact speaker. That must be horrible. I did hear about the leader of Iran dying. Thank you, Lamar, for the super chat. I hope you stay safe, fact speaker. I can't imagine what it must be like for your country being attacked. Did I hear the rumors about Jim Carrey? Some stupid people think that he's dead or that he's cloned. Where are those conspiracies coming from? I'm gonna try to. It's gonna be in spring here, Josh, but we're gonna do them. Hi, Sebi. I'll figure something out. Don't worry, Shiny Knight. Yes, I heard about that the Scarface developer came back. I did hear about that. Johnny Somali is a psychopath. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts crying about GTA 6 while being sentenced. Yeah, that guy is a massive scumbag. Thank you, Princess. Thank you for the super chat there. I'm doing good, GTA Gar. How are you?
Gravity is like the most far out thing ever, man. Who cares?
Oh. Kona Sato, how are you in Irish? Oh, in Gaelic. Oh, okay. Aaron, thank you for the super chat. Can you invite me to the, next business? You think I can reach level 2000 before GTA 6? What's your level right now? Are you in here? What's your level right now, Mr. Tay? I have heard of him, Spartag. Do I think Easy Way Out tactics will be a thing in GTA 6? There should be no scorecard. I really hope there's no scorecard. We finally caught Niko Bellic after 18 years on the run. He was in Shudder near the medical center. Dude is barely recognizable at this point. Oh. Was he on Dillon Street? Dillon Street and Schottler. I'm sorry, Visionary. You have my condolences. Mr. Tay's level 1921. Oh yeah, you can. If you really, you know, especially if you do the crate strategy, yeah, you can get up to level 2000 before GTA 6 comes out. Yeah, I think you can do it. When GTA 6 comes out, I don't care about my money, but at least I'd like to keep my rank. My 1437, I'd like to at least keep the rank. Do I own the Oppressor Mark II? Yeah, but I never use it. Nothing hits harder than watching professional video while eating cereal. Well, thank you, Chris. Really like that debate we had yesterday. You're very knowledgeable, Pat. I might disagree with you on some things, but it was nice hearing your views. Well, thank you, Ferris. Thank you for the super chat. It was nice hearing your views as well. What's going to be after the next Yakuza playthrough? 50 Cent, 50 Cent Blood in the Sand after I finish Yakuza Kiwami 2. That's what we'll be doing. Hey Pro, would you ever consider making a guide on how you started and manage your rental properties? Actually, Denny's. That is actually one that I'm actually seriously considering doing. I'm actually considering that. But I want to get one more rental property, and then when I get that one, I think I might make the video on that, giving some advice on that. Oh, hi GB, how are you? What are your thoughts on the Saints Row prequel? Didn't it get cancelled? I've been a landlord. I own 2 rental properties. I've been doing it for about, almost 4 years now. That I did know about that one. Yes. Yes, Demigod. Why are you flying that low? Because if you fly higher, you'll get cops. You have to fly below the radar. Yes, Samson, I am excited for that game. Yes, I am. You're flying lower than you need to. Ah, oh well. Yes, the prequel is cancelled. Like Zek said, the franchise is unsavable pretty much. Oh, man. That sucks. Warriors, I'll play this year before GTA 6 comes out. I will play it. How do you think GTA 6 launch will be? It might actually crash the PlayStation Store. I don't get bothered by people's views, DJ. Yes, I heard about the Iranian leader being killed. Maybe one day, Eric, but I don't need it right now at the moment. Do you think you'll ever play Oblivion? Maybe even next month. I know the 20th anniversary is coming up. Yes, I was, Ferris. Am I interested in tanks? I know a little bit about them, but I wouldn't say I'm that knowledgeable in them. Do you remember when the Contract DLC came out, when the update? Yes, that was December 2021. I don't remember the date, but it was December 2020. Maybe it was December 13? Crashed both PlayStation and Twitch. Oh, did it?
Hey, Pat, you ever heard of a guy named Alex?
What are your thoughts on him? He seems like a nice guy. 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 He see Pro, back in July, U.S. Pentagon made a drone video using Metallica's Enter Sandman. The band replied to delete the video. I think it's an insult for my favorite band, metal band, and their anti-war stand. Well, here's the thing: is if the Pentagon used a song without the permission of Metallica, and they still keep that song up even after Metallica has told them to take it down, they can sue at that point. They can. That's actually a legitimate form of copyright. Where most copyright is stupid, it's it's abused. That is actually a legitimate form of copyright. Yeah, I will probably, GB. What version of GTA 6 are you going to get? PS5? The Pokemon theme song, Blind Beagle, what? Well, there definitely will be a PlayStation 6 version, but that won't come out until probably 2 years afterwards. People born inside North Korean prisons must be the unluckiest people in all human history. Yeah, well, and also U-2012 about that. The people that are born in those North Korean prisons, right? Those guys are punished collectively. So families are punished collectively. So if you're gonna have a child, your child is also gonna be punished. That's what's just so scary about North Korea. If there's something you want to improve in Ace Attorney, what would it be? Well, Apollo Ace Attorney kind of fixed that problem where it told you what area you need to be in. Because one thing that I really hated about the old Ace Attorney games, like the original trilogy of Ace Attorney games, is I hated how there was like times when you had to show a character a piece of evidence, and like you were going into different scenes and you were trying to figure out like which character would have to show which piece of evidence, and like you would get stuck and you would not be able to advance until like you showed them that piece of evidence. But I would like to see the jury system from Great Ace Attorney Chronicles come back in the next Ace Attorney game. I've been doing fan art of Family Guy and Fairly Odd Parents crossover. GTA protagonists are Peter, Timmy, Stewie, Brian. Main antagonist is Vicky. Oh, I've been doing fan art of Family Guy and Fairly Odd Parents crossover. GTA protagonists are Peter, Timmy, Stewie, Brian. Main antagonist is Vicky. Oh, let me just think. I mean, there probably is some more Family Guy characters that you can probably add into that. I mean, maybe Quagmire, but Quagmire is maybe like a character that would be like in a Saints Row game. No, I'm in a friends-only session. You were right about the bomb suit and Desert Eagle spam in Max Payne 3, but the sawn-off spam and grenades are annoying as well. Yeah, well, it was the bomb suit with dual Desert Eagles. People use that a lot. They were just really annoying. You think we'll get another Rockstar game that's not GTA or Red Dead? No, not for, you know, probably at least a decade. A very, very long time. To be honest, I hate when a major geopolitical thing happens, as such as the one in Iran. Now, people always jump to it's World War III to fearmonger. It's annoying. Yeah, and look, what I will say about this situation is, Iran does not have the capabilities to strike the United States, at least not with missiles. So I would not, you know, panic over that. People are scared over that happening, but that's not going to happen. The thing that is concerning, though, I wouldn't say it's World War III, but what might happen is Iran might sponsor terrorist attacks in America. That's what might basically happen. I think there's a terrorist attack in Texas that actually just happened earlier today. So there's that's the main concern. They could sponsor terrorist attacks in America. Thank you, Carboy. And thank you, Cube. It's just the start of March and more crazy news happens. Yep, it does. You're right, Cube. Do people still play Max Payne 3 online? Yeah, people still play it. What GTA character would I kill if they were real? Dimitri. I still have to do a playthrough of Saints Row 4 before I do a stream of it.
And that...
Professional, my sister is dealing with the death of our grandma very hard. We lost all 3 of our grandmas, but 2 of them were ours, and the other ones on our mom's side. I'm sorry about what your sister is going through. Make sure to be there for her. I'm sure you are. It's just it's not easy dealing with the death of a loved one, especially when someone has been close to you growing up.
It's sailed it.
Pro, unpopular question, but would you ever consider playing Minecraft one day? If so, would you do a Steve cosplay? It'd be pretty fun. Who's Steve? I'm guessing he's a Minecraft character. But maybe one day. If I played Minecraft, I wouldn't know what I was doing. Well, the U.S. largely avoided a land force in that Enthusiac. They were using an air campaign. Steve is the main character of Minecraft. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. Like I said, I don't really know much about Minecraft. I did have a nice February, yes. Ace Combat 8 coming out this year, Chaz. Yep. What kind of games am I gonna play this month? 50 Cent Blood in the Sand once I finish Yakuza Kiwami 2. Hey Tango YT. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. My day was good, Ross. How are you? Will I play every single Yakuza game eventually? Yeah, I'd like to play every single one. Oh, you made a super chat. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. We need Minecraft story mode elite knowledge. Thank you, Blinded Eagle. Well, I've never played the story mode on that, but I guess I could give it a try one day. Are you gonna play, or are you gonna play Dead, right? Or wait, what, Gabriel? I'm gonna be 30 this year. My life is over. No, you're fine, Suggesta. It does turn a. It does feel a bit weird to turn 30, I will admit to that. But, you know, you're fine. You're still young. Don't worry about it. Hey, Pro, I'm in the lobby. Is it okay to do my cell? And did you check the video I sent you on PlayStation? No, I didn't get the chance to look, Brandon. I can look at it a little bit later. Can I play the Walking Dead Telltale games? Yes, I can. Thank you, Brendan, for the super chat. If I was going to make an update for this game, what would it be about? Naval update. Naval cargo business. That's one we've never really had. How much do I know about Dragon Ball? Not really much. I did watch it a little bit when I was a kid, but I forgot a lot of it. What do you think if you shoot someone and killed yourself in a minute, he gets a kill and timer reset? Well, I just think that if somebody kills themselves constantly, like in GTA Online, like in PvP, it should count towards that other player's scorecard. So like if you get into PvP with somebody and like you approach them and they sticky bomb themselves, it should count on your scorecard. U.S. was basically at war with Iran since Saddam Hussein. In a way, yeah. I mean, Saddam Hussein also fought against Iran in the 80s war. Do you like dogs or cats? I like both of them, but I can't really hang out with either one because I'm allergic. GTA is not a PvP game. Yeah, I agree with you on that. It looks like the Iranian government isn't giving up and is continuing to resist. Yeah, they're going to try to hold on to power. Wasn't Saddam part of Iraq, not Iran? Yes, he fought against Iran in the Iran war in the 1980s. No, I haven't watched it, Ferris. I'm going to, though. Yeah, I'm allergic to a lot of furry animals. Well, when he said that, you know, the U.S. has been at war with Iran since Saddam, I thought he was more talking about how the U.S. And Iran always had problems, even when Saddam Hussein was fighting against Iran in the Iran-Iraq War. Well, when it comes to the U.S. intervention in Yugoslavia, like specifically in the Bosnian War, the U.S. is seen very favorably in Bosnia, where it is seen very negatively in Serbia. And so, like, the Serbians were committing genocide in Bosnia. They were just mass murdering Bosnians, and they were just throwing them in mass graves, killing them, slaughtering them. And when the U.S. did those airstrikes, a lot of Bosnians, for example, said that their lives were saved by it. So a lot of Bosnians say that they wouldn't have been alive today if the U.S. had not done those airstrikes. But that's why Bosnia generally has a very friendly relation with the U.S. It's tied directly to that war. Pro, not trying to be political, but do you think that America one day could elect a libertarian president, like what happened to Argentina in 2023, and when they elect a libertarian for president? No, I don't think it's ever going to happen, especially with the two-party system. And here's the thing: is if a libertarian did manage to get into office, they would try to do a lot of things that both parties would would not support, like. You know, for example, libertarians, what they would do if there was a libertarian president, the U.S. would not be involved in any conflict ever outside of its own borders. So the United States would never be involved in any conflict, especially overseas. Most of the parties, you know, both Republicans and Democrats, would be completely against that. They support world police. They support constantly intervening in other countries' affairs. The other thing is libertarians would try to abolish the income tax, and both parties would be against that. Both Republicans and Democrats would be against abolishing the income tax. So the amount of hoops that libertarians would have to jump through to like be the president of the United States, I don't think it's ever going to happen. The only way it could ever happen is if you break up both parties. If you break up both the Democrats and the Republican Party, then maybe libertarians have a chance of winning an election. But as it stands now, no, they have no chance of winning an election. Have I played Schedule 1 before? No, it's that drug dealing game though, right? But I think I know what it is. Thank you, Until Dusk, for being a member of my channel for over a year. Thank you, dude. Far Cry 2, I want to do this year. Splinter Cell, I do also want to get around to that. Jim Carrey's viral video. People are telling me some conspiracy theories about Jim Carrey. I don't believe that stuff. Bosnia split in two. There's Bosnia and then there's Herzegovina. Yeah, I know that.
I'm so sorry.
Used to be one country, though. No, I'm sorry, Paris. I never got the chance to. I will watch it, though. I don't think there's any answer to the Mount Chiliad mystery. Are you a Pokemon fan? I was when I was a kid. I'm not really much into that stuff anymore. Earlier, I came across a video of Amazing CJ complaining over people hating him. Karma at its finest. I honestly, after you do crap like that, you know, you harass people, you pretend to be their friend, like, I don't know how, you know, people like that can be surprised if people don't like them. You pretend to be somebody's friend, and then you just grief them, and then you're surprised when people don't like you. That's just, Hey, Pro, ever heard of Andy Pants? No, who is that? Is that like a YouTuber or something? Thank you, Leah, Hitch. Thank you for the super chat. And thank you, Silver Fox. When Big Smoke was making that big order, you think he was stalling so the Ballas can close in and drive by around Cluckin? Feels like a setup. No. Because Big Smoke would have been a target in the car as well. So no. Big Smoke just did not want to open fire on the Ballas, but when Big Smoke, during the shooting itself, when Big Smoke was eating and then he claimed he was just hungry, that was stalling. That was at that point. When he was in the drive-thru, not really, but in the car itself, yes, he didn't want to shoot at the Ballas.
You're a biker.
I don't think that GTA 6 is woke. I don't believe that. No, The Mount Chiliad Merle maps out of the UFO Easter eggs in story mode and the general story mode. There's a video that explains it on YouTube. Oh, huh. What's the name of this video, Snowy Imp? I just know SOCOM multiplayer might be a little harder to do. There's still people that play that, I know, Josh, but it would be a little harder to do. GTA Online was not woke. What was woke about GTA Online? I don't, like... Helldivers 2, I do want to get into it more. I do have the Hellgas skin, which I was a big fan of the Killzone series back in the day, and so I could play it. People should try to have a balanced diet, a bunch of different things, Extreme. Apparently Dax was woke? What? No, I didn't see anything woke about Dax. I thought Dax was a bit annoying, but I didn't think he was woke. Can we stream on my birthday? It's March 18th. Sure, we can do that. That's a Wednesday, right? Does it matter what game I stream on the on your birthday, Christine, or do you want it to be GTA specifically? And hold on, I'm gonna write this down in my planner here. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Sweet Pumpkin. I mean that Big Smoke was making the infamous big order on purpose so the Ballas have time to arrive and close in on Grove Street, not just to be funny. Maybe. We don't know if Big Smoke knew exactly what, that there was gonna be a Ballas attack, but when the attack did happen, he was intentionally eating food just to avoid shooting at them. And your birthday is March 26th, Polly, let me just, write that one down. Okay. Hello, Pro. How are you, my friend? Which dictator was the worst in human history? I don't know if there's a clear answer to that. Some people think that it was Genghis Khan. I don't think it was Genghis Khan, though. I think that... Here's the thing is, I don't know who would be the worst dictator, but I can tell you the three worst dictators in history, the three worst ones. The three worst dictators in history, I would say Mao Zedong, Stalin, and Hitler. We might also throw Tojo in on that too.
Hey, let me think on how I can do this. I'll call you back, man.
No, I remember that your birthday was in March, Christine. I just wanted to write it down just so I'd remember it specifically on that day. Thank you, King Will, for the super chat. Pol Pot was worse than Tojo, perhaps, but Tojo did end up killing more people than Pol Pot. That is true. If Pol Pot was to stay in power, though, he probably would have killed more people than Tojo. But Tojo did kill more people than Pol Pot. Your phone notifications keep baiting me. I'm sorry about that. Let me turn that off. By the way, I might have to get a new phone soon. Because this let me see here, silent mode, let me turn that on here. So my iPhone here, I can't turn it into silent mode anymore by hitting the button. I have to actually go into the settings to do it. So I don't know if there's something wrong with that button. It's still, everything is still else working in the phone. But yeah, when was the last time I got a phone? I bought this phone, what, 3.5 years ago? What is it, November 2022? Yeah, so I usually buy a new phone like every, 4 or 5 years. So I'm not like that type of guy that gets a new phone every year. And if I can use the same phone for 10 years, I'll do it. So that's the type of person I am. I'm not like cheap or greedy or anything, but the way I see it is I don't need this, it's a phone. It's used for calling and stuff. So I don't need the most fancy thing.
How you doing?
Buy a Galaxy Pro. No, I can't, King Will. I'm just so used to iPhone. I cannot imagine using anything other than iPhone, so I just cannot. When's the next Fallout 76 stream? Well, I want to finish Yakuza Kiwami first. I know I didn't do a Yakuza Kiwami stream this week, guys. I'm sorry about that. I was just exhausted. But I will do it on this Wednesday. Who is worse, Kim Il-sung, Kim Jong-il, or Kim Jong-un? Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. What I would say.
I couldn't wish for anything else.
That's tough. Kim Il-sung was born into poverty, and so at least he can somewhat more relate to the average North Korean. Where Kim Jong-il was born into just wealth. Kim Il-sung was a pretty brutal guy. There was a North Korean general that he didn't like, and what he did was he had that North Korean general tied to a tree and then killed with mortars, like blown up with mortars. And what happened was his remains were then thrown in the middle of Kim Il-sung Square, and people were not allowed to move it for months, and that was basically like a message. This is what happens when you go against Kim Il-sung. And then, Kim Jong-il oversaw the famine that happened in North Korea in the 1990s, where over 1 million people died. And he, what else did he? Kim Jong-il, he also was like a psycho. He lived in the most ridiculous luxury. He had hamburgers brought over from the United States, sushi from Japan. He had all this exotic food brought over too. He also kidnapped a South Korean director and his wife, and forced them to make North Korean propaganda movies. That was and I didn't even mention the prison camps. The prison camps that Kim Jong-il had. That's just disgusting. Maybe Ferris, I could. sometime this year in Liberty City, I'll play it. Is it a very long game? But I will, I'd like to play it sometime this year. I don't know how I would do the cosplay for that. I'd have to think about how I do the cosplay. Right here where I have my car, this is where you have to take the thing to. You might not be able to see on the map. Yeah, and Liberty City, Police Department, I will tell you this, I think I might suck at that. Because when it comes to games like that, I'm usually not good at games like that. Like a lot of people, when they were watching me do the Cabaret Club missions, a lot of people really liked how good I was at the Cabaret Club. I was like really good at it. I beat both Hostesses, Paradise League and Fresh League without making any mistakes. But when I do that Majima construction thing, I think I'm gonna fail a bunch of times on that, because I am not good at strategy games. So like the Majima construction mini game, I think I'm gonna fail at that when I get to it. Japanese hijackers live in Pyongyang for a long time. Yeah, I know that those are those Japanese communists that wanted to be taken to North Korea. I know what you're talking about. It's a difficult game, Liberty City. Have I considered playing some Mario games? If I was to play a Mario game, I would play Mario Super Sunshine. It was like an open world game, and it was like I loved that game so much as a kid, so that's one game I might play. Yeah, they did want to go to Cuba, but there wasn't enough fuel. That is true, Minion Dave. What do you think of people who do stolen valor and impersonate an army veteran? I have seen loads of videos on YouTube where army veterans are angry at people for doing stolen valor and requesting money from people. It's disgusting. The fact that somebody could pretend to be a veteran, that is just absolute, very dishonorable and very disgusting. I do hold it, but it's not, Yeah, see, I'm holding the button that's supposed to make my phone go into silent mode. It doesn't work. It does not work anymore. I hold it, press it, doesn't work anymore. It used to work in the past, and now I just have to go to the settings itself, and just put the phone in silent mode. When do the new iPhones usually come out, guys? Like, when do those usually come out? What I might do is I might just, toughen it out with this phone until the new one comes out, and then just get the new one whenever that happens. I could have this phone fixed too. I guess I could do that. Maybe that might be better. It might save some money. September? Yeah, that's half a year away. I think I can do September. Somebody invite me, whoever needs help. Pro, be honest, what do you think of the magazine collectibles in Mafia 2 and your reaction back in 2010 when you played the game and saw one? Oh, that, I kind of did not see that coming. When I was playing that the first time. I know what you're talking about. The Playboy magazines, yeah. And that was I remember there was a lot of controversies about that being in the game. I played for, thank you PlayStation lover. Let me help, not Thunder, I'll help you with 3 businesses and then I can help, Nikki. Let me see here, I missed a bunch of comments. I played Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2 multiple times and noticed they said the phrase, nearly there a lot. I just played through Bully and they said it too. Is this some sort of inside joke by Rockstar? I don't know. What character said it in the game? Thank you, the real, Real Bake? How do I say your name? The Real Bake? Thank you for the super chat. And thank you, Snowy Imp. The video I watch is from, Gator Keys. It's called This is the End of the Mount Chilean Mystery. It explains the mural really well. Oh, okay. I honestly thought there was no answer to it, but I guess I might be wrong. Which battle in World War I was the worst? The battle that had the most amount of death, I think it was the Battle of the Somme. I think the Battle of the Somme is the one that had the most amount of death, but the battle that lasted the longest was the Battle of Verdun. Thank you, Jesus, for the super chat. Dang, how can you play comments and read at the same time? I'm just used to it. Oh, Nikki has people helping him right now? Okay, okay, yeah, so Nikki has people helping him then. Who do I think was the biggest scumbag in The Godfather? In the first movie? Probably Barzini. Salazzo's pretty high on there too. Second movie's definitely Hyman Roth. What do you think of modern anime? You know, the thing is that there isn't really a lot of anime. YouTube didn't notify some people here at Pat Streaming. Really? Wait, did you guys get notification that I was streaming today? Because I know some people haven't been getting it. But look, when it comes to anime, I'm very picky. And usually when I'm watching anime, I like to watch something like involving like criminals, or like something that is like historical. You know, like Golden Kamuy, for example, is my favorite anime. And I like that one because it's a historical anime. It's set in the early 1900s in Hokkaido, Japan. So I like that one. But usually I like, whenever I surf, whenever I like look through like Crunchyroll, right? And I look at the anime that they have on there, it's like almost all the anime is either some high school drama anime, it is some magic anime, some magical stuff, magic powers and a bunch of other stuff like that, or it's some robot mech stuff. That's almost always the robot mech stuff, the magical stuff, and then the high school drama. That is like literally like almost all the animes I see on there. And so it's sometimes very hard for me to find like an anime that I actually like. Oh, you grew up in Hokkaido, Ayaka. Oh, okay. Well, document forgery you can buy because it'll also help you with the nightclub. You know, that is a thing that you can do, too. Why did World War I end so many monarchies? Because those countries went, you know, bankrupt. They collapsed, too. It ended the German Empire, the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the Russian Empire, the Ottoman Empire. No, I don't think I played Phasmophobia. I know it's a horror game. Yeah, I did like Ace Attorney's anime. What do you think is better than that, Drifter Kids? Netflix, you're saying, has better anime? Okay, I'll have to look into that. In Hitman, what makes Hokkaido so difficult? The key cards. You need key cards for so many areas. There's so many guards. There's not a lot of places you can hide bodies. Yeah, Hokkaido is a difficult map. Do you think there will be anything Watch Dogs related ever again? I know they're making a Watch Dogs movie unless they canceled that. I heard from a friend of mine today that there's supposedly Watch Dogs Legion is getting a new update after, what, 4 years, but I don't know how true that is. Money will be your biggest issue in workers and resources because you need to import everything. When you have nothing, materials, goods, even the people, you have to buy immigrants to live in your city. Oh, okay. Do a Hitman stream on Freelancer? I could do that, yeah. Whose comments are getting deleted right now? Well, Colorado is much more difficult than Hokkaido. What is that, Javi? Okay, I'll look into that one, Ferris. Is there like any kind of anime that people can recommend me, like something like about criminals, like gangsters, but like nothing like really like ridiculous or like super unrealistic, like something at least a little bit more believable? I usually like watching crime shows. That's what I usually like watching. No, probably Kaminari not. I usually don't do reactions a lot. Black Lagoon? I actually watched Black Lagoon. Black Lagoon, I've seen that one. Okay, I guess, we're helping, let me help Pearson, because Pearson has been asking for some time.
This is insane. Pussy. Die, asshole. Come on, you piece of shit.
Okay, can you invite me to the business when you get the chance? 91 Days? I did watch 91 Days. That one I seen. I remember that. That was the 1920s one, with the Mafia. I did watch that one. That one I liked. Also, buildings can take in real life hours to finish. If something goes wrong, like vehicles get stuck, broken down, or not enough workers on the site. Ooh. It doesn't seem like that game is very friendly towards beginners then. Thank you, Liberty City Police Department. Thank you, Bo? Or Boo? Thank you for the super chat. What is your opinion on Weasel News as a whole? What do you think their main role is in GTA? Thank you, Leia Gold. Weasel News is basically meant to parody the mainstream media. That's the whole point of it. Is to just parody the mainstream media and show how stupid they are. That's the whole point of Weasel News. It's just meant to make fun of the stupid media out there. Oh yeah, it is a parody of Fox. That's definitely it. But there's also that other one, that other news station. It's a parody of CNN, but I can't say the name of it because the video could get demonetized. So I say the name of that other news station in this game. But you guys know the one that's like, it starts with C, and you guys know what I mean. That one's a parody of CNN. But yeah, Weasel is a parody of Fox. Are you interested in playing Resident Evil 9 Requiem? Maybe one day, but when if I ever get to that, I should play the other ones first. Yeah, that's it. That's Ian. You got it right there. Isn't Life Invader a parody off Facebook? Yes, it is. And Bleeder is a parody off Twitter. Okay, Pearson. Okay, I'll see you, Tyler. Take care, man. Dartmoor I don't think is that bad. Dartmoor I think is pretty easy on Freelancer because you can just snipe all the targets. Depends on what they are, Ferris. No, Ethan, I don't. Have I ever played EVE Online? No, I know that game had so many griefers, though. EVE, that was like a PC game people played back in the day, but that game people said it was very toxic. Do I think that GTA 6 will live up to the hype on release? It has to. Thank you, in Dingo. It has to. If it doesn't, it's, you know, it's probably would be the most disappointing game of probably even the century at this point. I don't think there should be a sequel to Bully. I think there should be a reboot. No, I haven't, Quash. Next game we're playing for the channel, 50 Cent Blood on the Sand.
You closed that deal, all right.
Pro, do you watch Stealth Gamer? Why did that Call of Duty World at War Vendetta mission on hardest or veteran difficulty with no damage video? Wait, what? Like those people that try to run through like veteran without dying once? My view on the whole Iran thing is the world's a better place without that dictator, but I will say that I don't want to get involved in the, a war across the ocean. I don't want to get involved in other countries' affairs, so I largely really want to stay out of it. I wanted to say thank you for introducing me to Saints Row 2. No problem, Phoenix. How realistic is that game, Liberty City Police Department? Midnight Club games, yes, I want to play them one day. No, I've never watched that, Mason. I don't know how you can do that, how you can upload something like that without getting shot at all. Are you voting for Jock Cranley or Sue Murray? I think I'm gonna stay out of that one. It might just be a coincidence, but if you play either Red Dead Redemption, listen for Nearly There. Sounds crazy, but they say it so much it has to mean something. Listen for Nearly There, huh? I'm gonna have to pay attention to that next time I do a playthrough. Thank you, the real Bake. Maybe one day interested in playing Gears of War, yep. Okay, here we go, first drop. Do I have trouble with the mask? No. Did I believe the new Saints Row game set in the 70s? No, I probably don't believe that stuff. Pro, in your opinion, who was a worse friend to Mafia game protagonists? Sam from Mafia 1, Henry from Mafia 2, or Georgie from Mafia 3, and why? Probably Georgie, because Georgie killed Lincoln's, family, really, his adopted family. Yeah, Georgie, I would say, was the worst one. Of all the GTA griefers, the only one I don't condemn is Unwanted Highlights. He only targets clickbaiters. Isn't that the guy who would constantly blow up Bossman F the World? Like, didn't he go into his sessions and just destroy his cargo? I think that's the guy I'm thinking of. Thank you, Princess, for the super chat. Do you think we'll ever get a GTA 4 remake? No. No. It's not happening. GTA 6 is coming out in, what, 8 months? So it's not gonna happen now. It's like, they'd have to fit in a remake by that point. No, I can't see it happening. Is that a cop there? Yeah, it is. Someone's doing an acid sale. Whoever's doing an acid sale, you can thank me for that. You don't have to deal with that now. Do I watch Caleb Hammer's financial audit show on YouTube? Yeah, I've seen some of his videos. I've seen some of his videos before. The thing is, if I had to watch financial channels, I tend to like was it Dave Ramsey more than Hammer. The reason for it is just when I watch Hammer, I feel like, I don't know, maybe I haven't seen enough of his videos, but I feel like he kind of has this arrogant attitude to him in a lot of his in his videos. Where when I watch Dave Ramsey give financial advice, I don't really see that same thing too. Okay. Was that Ballas? Yes. What do you think about the 100 Days Offensive near the end of World War I? Well, it brought the war to an end. It was after the Spring Offensive. You know, the Spring Offensive, that was March 1918. And then you had the 100 Days Offensive, which that really, you know, made Germany, you know, collapse at that point. Do I know Brock Lesnar? Isn't he a wrestler? What was that about, Johnny? A crash out with who? D'Angelo Wallace? What was that about? Maybe Adrian, I could if I had the time. Cayo Perico heist. Hold on. Let me keep helping Pierston here, and then I could possibly help with the Cayo Perico heist after I help Pierston with his heist too. I'm not gonna get into that whole political drama, Andrew. I stay away from that. Do I think Saints Row is dead? It looks like it, yeah. It's pretty much over at this point. 9 kilometers? What kind of drive is this? Okay. Okay, good. I was scared I was going to get knocked off the bike there. No, I did not know that, Gunner. Yes, I did hear about that, Ferris. Am I satisfied with the PS5 era? I'm okay with it. I would say PS4 was probably like the biggest change for us from PS3 to PS4. But I will tell you, when PS6 comes out, because that's going to come out, probably next year, November 2027. Whenever that comes out, that better let us play PS5 and PS4 games. We better be able to play both. Wait, what the hell? What? Wait. Why is this? It wants me to The game really wants me to drive all the way around that. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. And I thought I was gonna be the last one to deliver. Yeah, GPS be like, yeah, GPS was crazy out of control. Well, yeah, they didn't, Gunner.
I got a sweet gig! For sure! What in the world? Me!
Resident Evil Requiem, maybe, but I want to play the older Resident Evil games before I get to that. I wish we could play PS3 games. I really wish we could. Like, Xbox has defeated PlayStation when it comes to backwards compatibility. You know, you can play Xbox One games on that. You can play Xbox 360 games on that, and even Xbox original games on that. They really beat us. In story mode, why do you think Lamar still trusted Stretch and the Ballas after he kidnapped them and that warehouse shootout? Why would he still go there for a drug deal? Lamar is annoying. Franklin should not have helped him. Well, I don't think that Stretch knew about the whole thing that Lamar had was meeting up with the same guy he tried to kidnap. I don't think he knew that whole thing. That's why he got so mad when the whole thing happened. But yeah, Stretch was a Ballas plant. Like, he was, you know, he was working with the Ballas from the start.
So,
How you doing?
I think that the reason that Lamar couldn't accept that Stretch was a traitor is because Lamar was just so much into the whole families thing. And he couldn't accept that, like, an OG like Stretch was a traitor. What do you think about the treatment of migrant workers by the Gulf states like the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Kuwait? Yes, in those states, like when they had the World Cup, it was when it was the World Cup, that one was in Qatar. Correct me if I'm wrong. There was a lot of workers had died building that stadium. Yes, a lot of people can be mistreated heavily in those countries.
Oh my god!
Whoa, what the? Hi from England. Hi, Zayn. How are you, dude? I want to do a lore video on Zero. That would be my next lore video that I plan on doing. What is your personal opinion with ID age verification with Discord? And now from what I hear, also coming to Microsoft Windows. I think it's stupid. Why is it Discord's, problem? Like, why is it their business, like, who you are? That's it. Like, just trying to ask you for your ID? Like that? Like, it's an invasion of privacy. I don't even know why they would want to do that. Because, like, that's gonna get less people to use your service. It's like you want more people using your service, not less people using it. Well, that I did not know, Ferris. Discord causing Discord. Is GTA 4 the best GTA game? I think so. I mean, some people say San Andreas. But I think it's GTA 4 because I just like the realism in it. And I like the dark story. Oh, is that why you made a new account, Minion Dave? Tobias Gregson, oh, and I never put out a tweet today. I don't think I did put out a tweet, did I? I don't think I did put out a tweet today. Yeah, no, I didn't. I just realized that, when will I start playing 50 Cent Blood in the Sand? When I finish, okay. Right after I finish Yakuza Kiwami 2, we'll be playing that. And one person was asking me about Tobias Gregson in Ace Attorney, right? Oh, Tobias Gregson, that was the detective. Can anyone give me some tips for Majima construction when I get to that? Is there like something I should absolutely do and something I shouldn't do? Your best bet is to just completely reverse down the highway. Just completely reverse down the highway. Today's news: Fox News was suspected of hijacking Musan Pro, a goddess of victory. Nike creator? I'm no IT expert, but it seems like brute forced me. Wait. Is that a Yakuza reference there? Whoa, what the? Car just exploded. Thank you for becoming a member of my channel, Bucky Boo. Thank you. Is there griefing going on? No, there isn't. Thank you, Grant has Jones, for subscribing to the channel. Yeah, this in a full lobby, this would not be fun. You are absolutely right on that. Pearson, is this your last business? How many accounts have I had on GTA 5? Well, just this. I did make a new character that I played with a little bit in March of 2022, but I then ended up bringing it up over my old character. Kirsten, do you still have more businesses? Well, Kirsten, you can do those sales. I'm gonna help this guy with his Cayo Perico heist, and then I can help you with your Diamond Casino heist after. It's an actual incident where a hacker managed to hijack a YouTuber who creates Nike animation for Fox News videos, likely a brute force to me. Oh, when did this happen? This must have happened some time ago, because brute force isn't really that common anymore. Okay. Do you think Tony was shot, or was it the onion ring? The onion ring. Oh, man. You know what I always thought? I had like a theory about like the ending of The Sopranos, right? I think that a guy came into the restaurant and shot Tony, but I don't think that Tony was the original target. You know who I think was the original target? I think it was AJ. And I think it was AJ's former Blockbuster manager that was mad about him stealing the promotional items and basically wanted to kill AJ and ended up killing Tony. At least that's my theory and what I think happened. Is that your friend? I think so. I think he's on my friends list. He kept sending me invites, so I think so. I have a lot of people on my friends list. It's nice I forget who's who, but... Okay.
GPS locked. I have your position.
Go to El Rubio's compound? Oh, wait, where are we? Okay.
You know what I admire about you? You are perfection.
This is a weird place to start. I've never seen it here. Okay.
Island fortress. It's not enough to do it again. No, you keep coming back.
Go, Vaughn. Go this way.
Finding your approach, stealing even more valuable items, driving Mr. Rubio into depths of drug-filled paranoia. Ah, it is masterpiece. You are close now. Good luck.
No, I haven't seen the new Scream movie.
We cannot resist coming back, huh? Like child in candy store. Or as we say in Russia, like child breaking into secure compound, huh?
Okay.
As we say in Russia, day is for the hunted, night is for the hunter.
Break the tree. Okay. Damn, okay, this... Okay.
Hola!
Some advice. When dealing with paranoid drug lords, expect CCTV everywhere.
Crap, watch out, the guy in the tower. Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna read chat in a little bit. I just want to make sure we don't mess this up here. Are these both weed?
The things in this man's vault, huh? Mr. Rubio is one-man international black market, and we are his financial
Oh no.
Hostile troopers coming in.
Oh, great. Man, there's just so many of them. There's just...
¡Ya se jodió! ¡Gonorrea! ¡Hueputa!
Pilot, okay. And where's the switch here?
¡Morirá! ¡Hueputa!
This. Okay, the cocaine.
By the way, don't worry about leaving space in your bag for main objective. I have crafted special compartment for it. Cushioned, of course.
¡Hasta aquí llegó!
As my uncle would say, you killed
I'm just so sick of restarting this heist that I'm just not...
yes. The heavier defeat we take, the slower you will be.
Oh, you're eating sushi. I love sushi. Hey, Pat, I'm thinking to save up my cash and buy a console probably next year, or should I wait for PS6 and Xbox to come out? Well, we don't know when PlayStation 6 is gonna come out. But, you know, there's places you can just buy a used PS5, like on eBay. You can get, like, a good deal there. Oh my god, this... Okay. Get over here quickly.
I want this job. Let's make some money.
Yeah, just make sure you're not buying a PS5 box, that is. I'll see you, Phoenix. Take care, man. Damn, this helicopter is just on us right now. Man, that helicopter's really annoying. Okay. Okay, get ready here. Jump off.
You are a good swimmer. The maintenance room is not far.
The next Metal Gear Solid game I'll play, probably the one that's coming out on the Peace Walkers. That's the next one, I think. Just please open this quickly because the boats are coming. We gotta get out of here. Okay, go.
arriesgando la vida. Voy a acabar con usted.
Well, judging from the lack of terrified screams, I will assume you made it through the uncharted tunnel and into the den of strung-out militiamen. Good. Things are going according to plan, huh? Now, let's see what he has for us in the vault this time.
No le queda mucho, hijo de puta.
Juggernaut, oh my... I hate that enemy so much, I really do. He's down, okay.
¡Descubierto! ¡Órale, hijo de puta! ¡Tenemos un caído! ¡Se le acabaron las pilas!
Okay, quick, I need you to follow me. Fast on here.
¡Shit! ¡Quiere que le den lo suyo! ¡Esta vaina se quedó sin bala! ¡Mierda!
Take this.
¡Cayó uno! ¡Me tiene mamado!
Come on, get down here.
What is your position? On this schematic, you are walking through walls now.
You know how to hack that, right? Okay,
¡Hágale! ¡Ah! ¡Puta! ¡Le dieron!
okay, come over here. I'm gonna go up in the elevator. I need some cover while I'm hacking this. Okay.
You know, once my father had a choice. Be shot through the leg or through hip flask. I think you know which one he chose. A lesson for moments such as this.
Okay, here we go.
Bad news. They have sealed the drainage pipe. You will need to look for another way out of there.
Okay, we're gonna come down here in a moment.
Back up. If you see anything you like on the way out, do not be shy. Help yourself.
Taking this. Paintings don't usually spawn on this, but
To check the safe, I think. I'm sorry, the CCTV image is a little blurry. Was that a gun made of gold?
okay, come on downstairs again.
It would be a crime to leave it behind.
Open this with enemy spawning at the last second. Okay, quick, open this with me. Take that. Okay, we're gonna go back up. We still gotta hit one more thing, one more bin.
¡Muévate! ¡Rápido! ¡Hueputa! ¡No piece of shit! ¡No tengo más munición! ¡Maldita rata! ¡Muérase! You better leave right now! ¡Tenemos un herido!
Damn, okay.
¡No! ¡No va a durar mucho! ¡Imbécil!
At least the shotgun has some range. Okay.
¡Hágale! ¡Empiece pues! ¡Hasta aquí llegó! ¡Estoy recargando! ¡Estoy listo para dar! ¡Ya no tengo nada! ¡Gonorrea! ¡Este mundo malparido!
Is everything all together now?
Quick, quick. Okay. Open this.
¡Muere!
Take the gold, take the gold. Take that, put that in your bag, and let's go.
La vaina se quedó sin balas. ¡Cúbranme! ¡Se le acabaron las vidas, hijueputa! ¡Jódase, hijueputa! ¡Protéjanse! ¡Por Dios, altura!
Okay, don't rush this.
Verga. ¡Rata de mierda! ¡Mierda, le dieron! ¡Con cuidado! ¡Hasta aquí llegó, imbécil!
Okay, come on, move. Go, go.
¡Jódase! ¡Le dieron!
That's on free aim too. Look at that, we got detected and we came all the way up to the compound. Okay, we're doing good. And Pierston, if you could get your heist ready, because I'll help you with this right after this. Why wouldn't you play with auto aim on console? Because I don't like auto aim. I think free aim takes much more skill.
Okay, the compound is behind us, and the hard part is done. Now, do not die on the easy part, yes? Get out of there. Go! I had to relocate the sub while you were inside. Take us to the new location now.
Get in the Jeep, quick.
This time is this road that brings the Camel's Hump, I think.
Okay, dive. He can't get you when you're pretty deep.
Be careful.
Follow me over here, Govan, this way.
Well, judging from their comms, it sounds like Mr. Rubio is reaching for his helicopter. Again. Everyone accounted for. Perfect.
Wait, what just happened to the loot bag? The loot went from like, it was like 1,014,000 to now, or 1,400,000 to now 850,000. Okay, well at least we got through that on our first attempt. That was just... when you actually play on free aim, you only connect into lobbies with free aim, so everyone has to use free aim. Okay, Pierston, I'll help you next. How can cartels have power that can rival the police force or even military? It's because of corruption. Corruption is the reason they have so much power in the first place. Okay. Okay, Pierston, invite me, I'll help you now. Okay, at least we got through that on our first attempt. Okay, we got this, I think. Do I think there's gonna be a criminal empire building in GTA 6? I hope so. I'd like to see it, I hope so.
Okay, we're going in through the side door. I hope you brought your A game because you're not getting a warm-up. Drive over there, I'll be in touch. Okay, the softly approach. With the only crew I know who can speak so little and still make so much noise. But here's hoping. The key to this whole job is to forget we're attempting a career-defining heist and stay calm. Are you calm? Good, because I'm calm. What's not to be calm about? If you screw up and they see you, we're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way, one dead guy at a time. Okay, do you want the good news or the bad news? Well, the good news is that they just had a record-breaking weekend, so the vault is full to bursting. And the bad news is that they've hired extra security to guard it. High risk, high gain. Just how we like it. Hey, did you try out your stun gun yet? This is going to be your best friend. It'll overload the circuits on any CCTV camera or metal detector it hits.
Kirsten, when we go inside, be careful, don't rush through the metal detector because there's a glitch where the enemies won't appear right away. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna see if we can get the elite challenge done on this heist. We'll try. It's going good, Mr. Jogging. How are you?
That's it. Shorted. Quickly, get through. Metal detectors up ahead. You'll need to find the fuse box on the side of the unit, take it out with a stun gun, and get through before it recovers. Heads up. CCTV ahead. The stun gun should disable the camera for a while. Or go old school and time your run. That's how we like it. Easy as that. Hey, before they go to the
Kirsten,
takings are stored near where you are. It's up to you, but it might be worth a detour. It's a two-room system. One of you needs to hold the access.
Okay, while you get that, I'm going downstairs and I'm gonna clear it downstairs. See if we can do a perfect run on this.
Don't get distracted. This is just a starter. Heads up. CCTV ahead. The stun gun should disable the camera for a while. Or go old school and time your run. Alright, the camera just went down. It'll be back online soon. And remember, if you bring down too many at the same time, they'll hit the alarm. Remember, these people aren't idiots. Okay, here we are at last, the lower level. Naturally, it's heavily...
Kirsten, stay in the door room when you get down here. In the door room. Do not come outside here or you're gonna get spotted.
Only one way down from here, one step at a time. I need my inhaler just listening to you.
Okay, you can exit now.
You're so close. See that security checkpoint? The man trap is just beyond it. Perfect. Never saw you coming.
Yeah, get rid of this dude in here. Make sure we have one less to deal with later on too. Okay, come on.
See that? That's your man
Okay, good
trap,
work.
so pay attention.
Swipe.
You'll have to swipe both vault key cards simultaneously at separate control panels. That unlocks the system, but even then we can't open... Get everyone inside the man trap now.
What if Stalin's parents were never abusive and neglectful towards him? Would he have been, you know, a good boy or not? Well, you know, Stalin's mother was extremely physically abusive to him, but the thing about that, Hamzat, is we don't know. You know, we don't know exactly, you know, what would have happened, because here's the thing is, there are plenty of people that grow up in loving households and they turn out to be evil. And then there's people that grow up in very abusive households and they turn out to be actually good people later on in life. So it's you know, could somebody growing up in an abusive household, you know, cause them to become more bad in life? Sure. But,
I know this is a special moment for you down there, but trust me, it's about to get a lot more special on the other side of that door. Break out the laser drill, let's do this! The lock mechanism should melt like butter. You just need to target the weak points. Don't rush. If you push the drill too hard, it'll overheat. We're not on a time limit until we're inside.
you know something really creepy? Something really creepy I'll tell you about Stalin is, Stalin actually met his mother in, what, the late 1920s, so he was already the dictator of the Soviet Union, and he asked his mother, you know, why did you beat me so much when I was a child? And his mom said to him, I beat you so much, and look at how successful you turned out. That's what she said to him. That's what's so creepy about that story.
The art will need to be cut out of its frames. Shouldn't affect the value much. Go! Good news. Seeing as we stayed under the radar, we have a little more time here. Now, your hacker can block the security sensors while you're in the vault, but only for a while. If the system goes quiet for too long, it triggers the alarm as a failsafe. And, did I mention that if the alarm goes off in here, they'll flood the place with nerve agent? No? Okay, well, I'm mentioning it now. There's a set of lockboxes in here. Drill them if you've got the time, but I can't promise you there'll be anything good inside.
Okay, let's get all of these paintings. We got this. Each of us gets 3 paintings will be good. We're doing a really good run so far. So far, this run is really good. Well, the Iraq War, I would say, because it was a stupid conflict that it should have never happened. Thank you, Hamzat, for the super chat. Doesn't cutting the paintings damage the value? Oh, 100% it does. But the thing is, these guys are art thieves, so they don't really care about that. They're still making hundreds of thousands of dollars on that. Would it be funny if GTA released an NFT heist DLC? What? Thank you, Never Killed Anyone, for the super chat. Would be a little funny, I guess. Thank you, Hamzat, for the super chat. Kissinger, I'd never liked that guy. No, I don't like these war hawks. These guys constantly involving the, you know, in other countries' affairs. You know, I wish we would stay out of a lot of countries' affairs a lot of times too, and stop sending money to so many other countries too. Hey, I know you had a recent I know you had a recent issue with a person you just added. But I wanted to know if you could still add people. Yeah, I can add you. My policy was I was gonna start adding people after the March 1st stream. So Time's
up. The alarm is set to go. In and out.
I can add you, but probably later tonight or early tomorrow. But yeah, I can add you. That's not a problem. Damn, that was a little off on there here.
Let's see if we can make the way out as smooth as the way in. Get your key cards ready.
Okay, let's do this here. Hi, Patrick from Ireland. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Okay, we're doing really good on this run. Good work, Pierston. Thank you, Zhao, Tiffy, for the super chat. Thank you.
You really cleaned up down there, you know? They're not gonna know what hit them. Except for the insurance bill.
Back in business. Everything looks okay over here.
You know, if we pull this off, it'll be the crown jewel of my career. The hardest achievement on the console of life. You did good down there. This is gonna be a nice little payday, and a whole lot of smug satisfaction.
Okay, let's go. We're not gonna get the daily challenge. Let's just get out of here. The daily vault. Let's just go. We're doing really good on this run so far. Really good.
We have bad news and good news. The bad news is they did a spot check on the vault, so they know it's been robbed. The good news is they have no idea who or how. The cops are on their way, but you can still make it out undetected if you do exactly what I say. If you're caught now, the shit really hits the fan.
Okay, really good work so far. If I have to get to the point within 5 minutes. If I get to the point within 5 minutes, I should be able to hit the elite challenge. But I gotta really rush this now. I gotta really rush this. We're doing really good. This is a really good run. I don't want to use the helicopter. The helicopter's kind of cheating. I want to try to lose the cops by car. Make this run even better.
Remember, they know the vault's been hit, but they don't know who you are or where you are. They have patrols sweeping the whole place, and all the civilians have been evacuated. So if they see you, they'll know it's you. So just stay out of their way, keep your cool, and...
Can someone tell me the man trap glitch has been fixed? No, it hasn't, Stuart. But Stuart, there's a way to get around it. If you don't want to deal with the man trap glitch, put your game in fidelity mode. If your game's in fidelity mode, you're not going to deal with that problem.
Get to the buyer, don't bring the cops, and we're home free.
Let me drive, Pierston, and get into my car. Let's see, where is the final? Okay. Can I hit Elite Challenge? Do you guys think I can hit Elite Challenge on this? Without the helicopter. I'm gonna really try to push it. The cops.
I can use some cover!
Okay, I'll read chat in just one moment, guys. I'm just really focused on trying to lose these cops right now.
If the buyer hears so much as a siren, this whole thing goes up in smoke. Lose the cops.
Yes, they are, Pierston. Yes, they are. Okay, guys, this is gonna be super close. This is gonna be super close right now, this. Did we beat Elite Challenge? Did we or did we not? This is gonna be super close. Lose the cops already. Come on.
What are you doing here?
Let's see, did we beat Elite Challenge? Did we do it? Did we do it? Let's see, did we do it? Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Yes, let's go right there. Yes. Look at that. Elite Challenge on stealth, too.
Doing that!
A lot of people think you can't get the Elite Challenge done without the helicopter. Well, I just proved them wrong. In the 90s, there was a famine in North Korea. Is the North Korean government responsible for it? I mean, North Korea suffered severe economic damage. Yeah, I mean, they were, North Korea, the reason that a famine happened in the 1990s was because the Soviet Union collapsed, and the Soviet Union was sending them so much aid, and they were getting aid from China, and China stopped sending aid too. And so they were getting, the reason North Korea didn't collapse before that is because they relied on Chinese and Soviet aid. And then, you know, that's when they didn't have the aid anymore, and their collectivization programs, it was North Korea, there's no private property. The government wasn't able to make enough food, and it led to the famine. So yeah, it is the North Korean government's fault. Do you know anything about the French resistance? Yeah, a bit. The French resistance, they had the symbol with the double cross during World War II. Glad to be here, Pro. Too bad I play on Xbox. Wish I could play with you. When GTA 6 comes out, I'm sure we'll be able to play. I can't imagine GTA 6 not having crossplay. GTA 6 has to have crossplay, so we can play then, dude. But I guess we will be going here, guys. I will answer a few questions here before I go. So if there's anything you want to ask me before I go, I just haven't eaten dinner yet, so I'm a bit hungry here. Is there anything people want to ask me here before I go? And if you're new to my channel and enjoy my content, drop a like and subscribe to me. It helps me out a lot. Pro, do be pro at the game. Well, thank you. What do you think of the parents that kick their kids out at 18? It's very,